Welcome back. It is 7:14. To help fight Chicago's rising homicide rate, Mayor Emanuel has announced an anti-violence plan that includes mentoring programs for children in Chicago. The mayor promised $36 million in public and private funds to pay for the programs. One of those programs is BAM, which stands for Becoming a Man.
The director of that program, A.J. Watson, joins us now with more. Good morning.
Good morning.
I would imagine there's a lot of mentoring programs that exist, and we know there are around the city. Why did the mayor single you out?
Yeah, well, one, I think we're first incredibly thrilled, right, that the mayor has decided to make this investment in young people through mentoring programs. I think a big part of the reason why he's investing in programs like ours is because there's evidence that's showing that the programs are working. So we've been subjecting the program to a few evaluations and have seen that for young men that are in the program, we've seen reductions in violent crime arrests by 50% and increases in on-time graduation rates of 20% versus young men that aren't in the program. So, yeah,
so what do you say to them that they haven't heard a million times, and how much of it is a matter of how it's said?
Yeah, I think it's definitely about how it's said. So, we're not necessarily talking about some things they haven't heard about before. We're not saying things they haven't necessarily heard at home, but sometimes, I know when I go back to my teenage years,
right.
That one person is a certain way really connects. So for us, our whole program is based around a set of core values. Right? Integrity, accountability, self-determination, positive anger expression, respect for womanhood, and visionary goal setting. And so we really just talk about that in a really experiential, authentic way. Create a safe place where they know that whatever they say is going to stay here. It's confidential, and then they open up and they're willing to check in
and this is all done through the schools. You're at a school like a guidance counselor would be, right?
That is correct.
And so certain kids get recommended for this program. And what do you sit in a group? It's like a group counseling session. Is that what you do with these kids?
Very much so. Okay. Right. So when young men come to the program, whenever we work with, so yes, we do work almost full time in the schools. Right. We're in over 50 schools across the city of Chicago. Many people aren't aware of that, but we're as far south as Elkdale, as far north as Wilmington, as far west as Austin, and everywhere in between. They come in. We come into a group setting. That BAM counselor sitting there in a group of about 8 to 12 young men. And then we're just having a conversation and really getting them to open up about stuff that's going on in their lives.
I watched the video that your organization produced. I was interested to see what was the specific thing that, like, what do you specifically say? And one of them was, it's a habit for you guys to get angry at your teacher and everybody for every little thing. You need to make it a habit to not get angry. Right. That seems easier said than done.
It is, right? I mean, it's, how many times have we heard stop doing this or stop doing that? Or so much of what we do is automatic.
Yeah. And
really what we're asking our young men to do is just to take a few minutes, right, and learn the practices of slowing down and thinking about what's going on. When you got bumped, was that an intentional act, or was somebody just off balance and bumped into you? And depending on how you interpret that, depends on how you might respond and react. So we go through some role-play scenarios to help them kind of think differently and see some different perspectives.
I would imagine it's kind of heartbreaking when some of these kids, what they open up and share with you. I mean, how do you fix that? I mean,
Yeah. It can be tough.
Yeah.
Right? And I think so, the men we have doing this program in the schools, we spend a lot of time training them on, they come with their own set of training. And then we spend a lot of time training them exactly the type of questions to ask, how to respond. But I think the biggest thing is, as tough as the information they share can be, it's also, this may be the first time they've ever talked about it. Mm-hmm. So it's also powerful to be able to walk alongside them as they're having this conversation.
But real quick, AJ, if you've been doing this for 15 years, why are we seeing all these problems?
Well, I mean, because it's complex, right? I mean, these challenges in the city are complex. The work that we do is, I think, is one piece of the solution, but by no means we feel like we're the only thing. We work alongside a lot of other organizations. We work inside these schools that are doing great work as well. So I think it's, when I think about the mayor's investment, he's coming at it from a lot of different approaches, and we're proud to be a part of the approach, and we don't certainly think ourselves as the entire solution, but I think we're a critical piece.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, AJ.
For more information, you can visit